Hey, what's up, guys? What's up with it? Here, we can turn the webcam on. So I've kind of mixed up my streaming setup here, and I can't figure out how to get my chat to easily show up. So give me a sec to mess with this. But we got a war song group here happening real soon. These guys are just finishing a game, and then I'm going to be running some war song with them. And so in the meantime, we're going to farm up some demonic runes. What else we got? So, as you can also see, we got Toep, which is massive. I also got Mana Igniting Chord. Let's change this. Is a little too intense for me here. This dubstep. Let's put on some lofi shit. But yeah, so we got Toep, which is massive because our trinket slot was arguably our worst slot, maybe next to our weapon. Then we also got Mana Igniting Chord. So basically now at this point, I only need a few more pieces out of Molten Core, and I am dialed in for everything leading up to PWL. Now, sorry, I have this little a ticket up here on the right, so I know that that's kind of annoying, but I don't know how to get that to go away. Oh, got a Shadow Priest here. Will that make it go away? Oh, nice. There we go. What? Get it away. Oh, shit. Two level 50 druids. All right, let's get this ticket out of here. How do I? I was trying to get them to refund my shit because I'm so pissed at Blizzard about all their shenanigans. What's up, Sven? How you doing, man? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Streamlabs definitely used to have a function that had like a chat function in the actual program, and it doesn't anymore. It's really annoying. Oh yeah, you're at work. Hopefully we make that go by a little bit quicker. Mark is resolved. Yeah, dude, I was I don't want to answer this. I hate these, dude. What? So frustrating. But I opened up a ticket because I was tilted about all the Warcraft 3 drama, which I'm sure everyone has heard more than enough rants about it. But yeah, I was definitely annoyed with Blizzard about that, and so I refunded Warcraft 3, and then I also I requested a refund on the Shadowlands pre-order. Not to say that I won't get Shadowlands, but my my thought process is a huge part of what I think is contributing to the problem as a consumer is pre-ordering Blizzard stuff, right? Sven, that blocked that message. Yeah, no, Blizz fucked up once again. Exactly. You have IG. What's up, Anthony? I do have an IG for the gaming stuff. I haven't really used it that much though. I'm trying to even think of what it was. It was like Wooey_gaming. I think I had to do something like a little bit kind of unorthodox for it. I might end up just using my like personal IG for it because I'm not very good at Instagram shit at all. But I believe there is a Wooey Gaming Instagram. I'm level 40 Moonkin Classic. I haven't played for a few months. I resubbed yesterday. Do you recommend leveling 40 to 60 as Moonkin, or will it be painfully slow? It won't be that bad, Lala. If you just have to drink more. So you kill stuff faster, but you have a little more a little more downtime, if that makes sense. You just end up drinking a little more, but I mean, you can level either way. And like a big part too, like even if you're in balance, like you're playing balance, you're in balanced gear, you can also still go in cat form and like kill stuff in cat form, you know, while you're leveling to like still optimize your mana efficiency and stuff like that, the same way you kind of do at lower levels. All right, let's see. We got Toep here. Look at these Starfires right here. It's like if they hit for like 1,000. Of course, this one gets resisted, right? 999. Straight up, no buffs, nothing. Feels really good, man. Toep is so strong. So I'm super hyped on getting this trinket, man. It's gonna be a fun one. What's my personal IG is super duper Austin. Super duper. Where should I level? As 40 as Alliance? That's a good question because I actually haven't played. So I started making an Alliance character about this last week. I've been kind of like MIA this last week. I had my girlfriend came in town and then I was kind of messing around with an Alliance character. I got up to level I think 23 or so. So I haven't played classic Alliance side at all. Oh, dude, this is a multi-boxing druid. Oh, dude. No way. Dude, what are the odds? How many of them are they? There's 4 of them? Holy shit. Dude, get the fuck out of here. What are the odds we've come out here and farm and it's a fucking quad boxing Moonkin guys out here? Oh, we got to get some screenshots of that. That's fucking hilarious. That is so funny. Dude, no fucking way. That's good. I don't even remember what the fuck I was saying. Oh, leveling his Alliance. So I haven't really done that much of the higher level zones as far as figuring out exactly like what's efficient or not. I would guess if you're around, dude, it's so dirty, 2K right there. If you're around level 40, I know like Tanaris is usually a pretty good spot to go. There's also a lot of the STV quests on like the kind of like eastern central part of Stranglethorn Vale is also pretty good when you're 40-ish. And then I think you also could do Badlands, right? Badlands is around that same ballpark too. Those are the 3 places I would suggest if you're looking for a spot to level at. You've never played vanilla. You are a vanilla newcomer. Well, welcome to the vanilla squad. It's a lot of fun, man. Moonkin's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it a lot for classic content, and it's only going to get better for us balanced druids coming in these later phases, in my opinion, just because of the gear and the options that we're going to have kind of at our disposal. How is the volume, guys? Is everything good? I'm kind of been tweaking my stream setup a little bit. Is all the volume stuff fine? Is nothing too out of whack? So I've looked up all the BIS Phase 1 and Phase 2 lists. None of the lists Dagger of Eternal Darkness, but it seems like it should be. What's my opinion? Yeah, so the reason that it's not on the BIS list is because no one's really tested it. Specifically as balance. So it's very good for mana regen specifically. Not necessarily though DPS, right? Because your longevity on fights doesn't necessarily equate to higher damage output. It just increases the duration in which you can fight. So there we go. First one, baby. First one. So we're queuing, just so you guys know what's happening. These guys invited me to want to do some war song, so we're gonna do some war song. And I'm gonna kind of farm demonic runes and just kind of chill and talk with you guys kind of in between games and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to adjust my ratio of where my stuff all is here in a minute. But it's hard to test that dagger because one, it changes a lot depending on the class, because what your rotation is a big factor as far as procs and like effectiveness. So it's really hard to quantify exactly what the DPS value is. If you guys have looked at all on my Discord, I have a link that I had put up there that I can't remember the guy's name, but he'd put together a really, really well thought out, like thorough DPS comparison for every item slot for Balanced Druid specifically, and basically came up with a numerical value that each piece of gear should give you as far as DPS by weighing percentage of crit, hit, spell damage, things like that. Like, he put a value to each of those. In that kind of a mindset, it's very hard to quantify the value of something that's solely a proc chance, when that proc chance, a big value of that proc chance is mana back, right? It's not really DPS. So it's a really long-winded way of saying it's very hard to figure out how good it is. I think if you're having issues on a fight where you're running out of mana and you're having mana issues, that is going to be your best weapon for the entirety of Classic. At no point is any weapon going to drop in Classic that is going to give you more mana regen than that weapon will over the course of a fight. So that's kind of why I want to try and get it, because I want that option for one, because we do have a lot of mana issues. And if you're running in a guild where everyone's not doing, 700 DPS, sometimes the fights are going to last longer. So, I mean, and obviously you're, contributing to not pulling 700 DPS. So it's a good option for us, but I would say it's a little situational in the sense that there will be higher DPS options, but that's going to be our best option for longevity and mana regen, if that makes sense. Yes, volume's good. Cool. How's my raid DPS? Raid DPS is not bad, man. It's hard to say, because I got, if you guys are just joining, I got the talisman and I got the mana igniting cord. Both of those are massive upgrades for me. So that's a really, really significant boost. I would say on a 1.5 2 minute fight, something like that, I'd probably be in the ballpark with these upgrades now around 300 to 400 DPS, kind of just depending on which fight it is. And a big chunk of that kind of relies on not getting like a string of misses. Gotta go, I'll sub. Cool, man. We'll see you around, Lala. Welcome to the Classic Moonkin community. But that's what I'd say. We're in that ballpark, 350-ish, 400, depending on the fight. And the other thing too is world buffs play like a big part of all of that. Because for me, like Songflower, for example, I don't really prioritize very much because it's only an hour long. But like Dire Maul and Onyxia buff, that alone is 13% spell crit. And so if you have things like this trinket, or you have a flask on, or consumables, that crit is a really, really massive DPS increase for us. So the first half, assume you're clearing Molten Core in 3 hours. The first half, you're going to be doing, significantly higher DPS than you are on the second half of the fight. But we'll see. I'll post up. I'm gonna try and get world buffs going tonight. At least get Dire Maul so that I'm ready for raid tomorrow. And then what I'm thinking is I'll post up my parses probably on the Discord if you guys want to take a look at that, or if people are interested in that. Now that we have the trinket, it'll be nice. Because before, it's like I already don't have a great weapon, and then I also had like an MP5 trinket instead of like a DPS trinket, and then we also hadn't gotten any upgrades. So it's like I was doing okay. I parsed like 75 or 80% for balanced druids, but it's nothing too exciting because you just have way worse gear than everyone else. It's just not. It's not really anything worth like going over. We'll see. We should. I've played with a few of these guys before, for Warsong, so it should be fun Warsong games. These guys are pretty decent. Jesus, dude. 1100 damage Wrath? Holy shit. So dirty. We'll see. Trying to get a few more demonic runes for BWL. I feel like that's going to be a tough farm. I'm going to have to like constantly be out here doing that as like raid prep. This guy's also being kind of a pain in the ass. I was kind of being like nice, not out tagging him, but I think we got to just tag him up. You gotta try and chalk it. Look at this guy, dude. He's trying weasel his way over there. I need to get this ticket to go away, dude. Bugging the shit out of me having that little thing up in the corner. Blizzard support. I'm so over Blizzard support. Why won't this let me refund my money? Why is it not? Cool. But yeah, so back to what I was saying before. I don't want to rant about Warcraft 3 because everyone's already heard that shit 100 times from every single person that makes any kind of content. But when that kind of shit happens, right, it like leaves you, you're like, okay, well, what do I do? How do I contribute the way that I want to? How do I get Blizzard to hear me? What do I do? How do I react now as a consumer? So for me, I refunded Warcraft 3, and then I tried to, that ticket that was open was me trying to refund my pre-order for Shadowlands. So I think I likely play Shadowlands, but I think a big problem is that with all the pre-orders and the way they've been doing all their stuff regarding just monetizing any of the games, if they already have a shitload of pre-orders, they're not incentivized as a company to create a really good product because they already have the money for the purchase of the product. So I think for me, it's like I'm a Blizzard fan. Obviously, I've played this game so much. I want them to do well, but I think giving them money via pre-orders is causing them to perform worse and worse and worse as far as like the content they're actually delivering to the consumer. So that's my 2 cents. And I was gonna make a video about it. I was thinking about it because, like, I mean, I don't know if other people have that same tussle in their head, but it's like it's so disappointing. It's like I want them to do well, and they literally just keep doing the dumbest things over and over and over again, and it's just so tilting. But I think that's the best way to handle it as a consumer. That's my that's what I'm gonna do, at least. And just not support them. I'm trying basically have only like monthly sub reoccurrence. Like the monthly sub's not enough money for them to actually like stay afloat financially, as far as like their quarterly reports and all that stuff. That doesn't do it for them. That's why they keep doing all these bundles and stuff. So we'll see. But I will say the last few things that they've done don't have me too hopeful that Shadowlands is going to be a success, or even, you know, BC or anything like that they do. Have like pretty much lost hope that they're going to do stuff like the right way. You know what I mean? It's tilting. Hey dude, love the videos, commented on a few, keep it up. Hey, thanks man, I appreciate that, Michael. Thanks for stopping by the stream, just hanging out. Moon firing the shit out of everything. This guy tags any of my shit, I'm gonna kill him. Grizzly bear, don't touch it. Don't touch it, I have the trinket. That's right. On a separate note, I kind of tried ranking up a little bit. I ran War Songs a lot. I think this was a week ago. And basically still had no success with it being any kind of like efficient grind. I ran with a War Song pre-made and we literally won, I think I played around somewhere around 15 games with them over, you know, 2 or 3 days. We lost literally one game. We won all but one. And my ranking points went up like 1%. It's just too much of a time sink right now. I don't think I just can't. I can't and don't want to commit the time. That'll like just burn me out. But it's frustrating. It's a bummer that it's so rough. Like we did good the first few weeks, but I can't really get past rank 6 without, it seems like, spending a ton of time leveling. I mean, grinding. I really want that PvP gear too for the, just overall for this spec. That's the other thing, is I'm gonna have to respec PvE spec here pretty soon. Get rid of my feral charge. We'll see, we'll see. Get out of here, guy. You gonna try and mount up and grab this one, watch. I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so, buddy. I bet you he's gonna whisper me now. He looks like he's not tagging this and he's typing. Dude, this trinket is the tits. I love this thing. It's gonna be so much fun having this. I'm also real excited to see what my mana regen is like compared to the PvE spec, compared to the spec that I'm like currently playing as. Since I don't take the points in reflection with this setup, I'm curious how significant that's gonna be or not. I love you, dude. Always see you in general chat. But yeah, I'm curious with the reflection talent points, how significant or noticeable that's going to be. I think it'll be pretty massive, but I've gotten so used to running Molten Core without it, you know, it doesn't really phase me that much in the current content, but I think it'll be a really nice quality of life improvement for actual raiding content. We'll see. My next, the next video like series I was wanting to do is that Moonkin matchup series. But I haven't. It's been tough. I mean, like PvP has been so weird the last few weeks with the AV changes, and then now now everyone's just spamming Warsong pre-mades. The meta has made it really tough to like do any of that kind of content. because it's like Warsong pre-mades is like impossible really to do footage of like individual class matchups. Say that 10 times fast. But we'll see. I'll figure out a way to get it set up here. But that's the next series, the next project I want to kind of get working on is trying to do that, the matchups. These guys haven't queued yet, which I don't know what they're waiting for, but maybe they're waiting to fill. It kind of made it seem like there was a full group already, but I guess not. What do you guys think about the UI? So I just put together this week aura. So we moved all of the bars, they're still existing, but they're hidden. And then I have these these bars kind of set up smaller on the side, which these are all consumables, grenades, you know, different offhands, helms, trinkets, things like, or not trinkets I have down here, but boots, helms, things like that. And then I have those where I can keybind this and then basically swap if I need to swap any potions around, or, you know, swap demonic runes into this slot or whatever. But so far I like it. It's pretty clean, minimalistic UI setup so far. The only downside is it doesn't have, I need to set up, there's a way you can do it where you can basically input a range indicator. So I could have like this whole top bar like gray out if I'm more than 36 yards away from the target or whatever. But I haven't set that up yet. I was trying to mess with that the other day and I couldn't quite figure it out. One more guy over here. Are they waiting for a full? I guess they are waiting for a full group before they queue. Nice, we'll have a full 10 though. That'll be fun. Get a good couple Warsong games in. Have you guys played that new Temtem game? I bought that last night and I streamed it for a little bit, but then I was worried that, so it's technically under what's it called? New release, I think is the verbiage that they use. And I've played other games like that where they're like early release or whatever, and they won't let you stream it. It's like part of the NDA when you purchase a game or you use it or whatever. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, man? But that game is so sick. I'm literally just talking about Temtem right now. That game is a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to be streaming that here pretty soon. Because it's a really fun, it's a good game if you're playing kind of like just chat type vibe. Like if you're just kind of like hanging out, trying to not do anything that's too focused, it's a great game. And the bigger thing, I think I'm gonna make a video on it probably this next week or weekend. But the thing that's really cool about that game is the PvP of that game in the late game, like the actual esports aspect of that game is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so cool. You saw the stream announcement, there was nothing. I did stream it last night. I streamed for like an hour and a half. So I streamed it and then it was bugging out with my my Streamlabs, and so I like shut it off and then put it right back up. But I was streaming last night on YouTube for I think an hour and a half or 2 hours. But then I got worried because when you're playing, it has a little thing and it's got your name, like your username, and then it's got like a number, like a watermark. And usually when the companies have that on something that's like an early, quote unquote, early release, it's because they don't want you actually making content on it. And then I was like, oh shit, I actually didn't look that up. But then today I went in the Discord. I was like, hey guys, like, am I allowed to make content for this or like stream this game? But that game is sick. So what I was gonna say is there's a lot of cool things about it. The gist of it is that it's like Pokemon. Like that's how it's set up, which is, I mean, who doesn't fucking like Pokemon? Like who did not grow up playing that? Who didn't play Pokemon Go? Like who didn't think that was sick? But the part that's really cool is the way they have it set up is that for the late game, there's rarity of pets, which you can see. It's not like a mystery like it was in the original like Pokemon, where like they had these like hidden stats that you were kind of trying to figure out, you know, if you had like a stronger version of one type of Pokemon or whatever. The stats are apparent, so you can like go and farm and specifically try and get like the stat that you're looking for. And then on top of that, you can then breed the Pokemon, or they're called Temtems, the Temtems together. So you can basically, if you want to spend the time doing it, create your 100% perfect, ideal, fully optimized squad, which is really cool. So not only that, you got all of the Temtems have like different moves, and you can like shuffle around all the different moves. They have different synergies depending on which, you know, class, which guys you have out on the field at a given time or whatever. But it's gonna be there's gonna be so much kind of like outplay potential and creativity that's gonna be able to go into the actual team comps that people play and put together and spend time making. It's a really, really cool concept. I'm really impressed with it so far, and it's like a $35 game. It's not even expensive. It's no monthly cost or anything. And it's brand new, and they already have a bunch of shit that they've already said, like, yeah, we are going to be putting this out. We just haven't finished it yet. But for the game being in like an early release, it's super polished. Like it's super, super clean. It runs super smooth. It hasn't crashed a single time. There's not any weird frame drops. It's been like a really cool game so far. So I've been really digging it a lot. And once the thing is, I don't want to stream it if I don't have like a good grasp on what's going on, because it'll be kind of overwhelming. I'll have to just be like tunnel visioning, trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. But I looked up a bunch of stuff today, played it a good amount today and last night. So I have a pretty good handle on it now. And so I'll probably have raid tomorrow night, but this weekend I'll probably be streaming that game a bunch, because the game is really fun. And I think a lot of people just don't know about it, or haven't understood it enough to really. Two of Warlord? Is this? Wait, is this like the actual real decks? Is that shit out already? Like the Ace of Beasts, like the Beast decks and shit like that? Can we price check this? Does this fucking exist? Or is that some shitty, never seen on the auctioneer? Does anyone know? Is that shit out? What? I thought that was coming out in like BWL. Huh. We got our full flag carry set up on us. I think I have everything for the flag carry set up on us right now. Damn, I wonder if that's actually like worth anything, or if I'm just thinking of something totally else and that's like not an exciting drop. But but yeah, Andrew, have you tried that game at all? Have you tried Temtem out? Or are you just asking because you've heard about it? We'd have to hop in disc once these once we get our queue going and we actually get in there. But I'll mute it in between games. Probably do like 2 or 3 war songs. Just asking. Yeah, it's a really cool game. I'll definitely be streaming it. I might even stream it later tonight. But I don't know that for sure. But I'm down to usually not up that late if I like stay up streaming, but if I might stream it later. We'll see. I might do a couple war songs and then might hop on that for a little bit before I hop off. But it's a cool game. I'm excited because it's already seems very polished and like put together and like very just runs smooth. It feels good. The concept is cool. And they already have so much stuff to come out for it, and like new Temtems and all kinds of stuff. So it's the future looks really bright for it, and I'm really curious to see how the competitive kind of PvP scene and aspect of that game goes. But I think it's going to be a pretty significant game over the next couple years for sure. Very like Hearthstone-esque. Same kind of vibe as far as like the speed of the game, but it's just like you have these cooler Pokemon things that you can like breed and find and all that, but it's that turn-based type play style. Nope. Oh yeah, baby. You'll love to see it. He's mad. He's gonna whisper me, I'm sure. Moonfire, asshole. I wanted to frost shock that one. I'm hyped for BWL though. BWL is gonna be a lot of fun. It's like the calm before the storm. It's like you don't want to get burnt out before the new content. You want to like, okay, take my time. When that shit comes out, we're gonna be going real hard. Especially with this trinket though, dude. I'm gonna be dropping bombs. Jesus Christ, dude. 1138 Wrath. That's literally a third of my health right now. No, guys. Don't jump me. I have no mana. And no innervate. Oh, he's level 49. Bring it on. Bring it on, losers. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, it's. I think a huge chunk of people, because I heard about it through like word of mouth and then kind of looked it up. It's a little overwhelming the first few minutes trying to kind of understand the gist of it, outside of the fact that it's like a Pokemon game. But if people spend the time kind of, hey, what's up, guy? Are you kidding me? You better be careful. I'll assume you misclicked that one, Mr. Mage. I always try and be nice. I give them the benefit of the doubt. But if he tags another one of these things by me, I'm gonna Starfire his dick off. Should we Starfire his dick off anyway? I kind of want to just Starfire his dick off anyway. Let's see. PvP time. Bitch. Bitch. See ya. Don't. Okay, we gotta hit him with the slash no. Or the slash shoe. See, I was nice. I was nice. Salty Cheeks. What upgrades did we get? We got the Talisman of Ephemeral Power. And then we also got the Mana Igniting Cord. All in one raid night. We went like 15 raids with not a single piece of loot. And then one night we get both the trinket and the belt. So all we got, we basically have 3 pieces left. Because I'm not going to count the ring because we've seen literally 1 ring drop and everyone's got 2 fingers, right? I need the chest piece, the Robes of Volatile Power. We want the neck piece off of Rag. And then we want a weapon. That's the last 3 pieces. I honestly don't give a shit what weapon I get at this point. Any weapon that is epic, I'll take it. I don't care. I don't care what the fuck it is. It could be fucking Brutality Blade for all I care. We just need a weapon. And then Robes of Volatile Power. There's one guy already kind of soft resing that in front of me. And then there's 2 people in front of me on the neck. So I'm not going to get those in the next like week or so. But my hope is that I get those soon. In the next, next few weeks. Do I have Burst of Knowledge? I don't have Burst of Knowledge, no. I actually tried farming that a little bit and had no luck getting it. Okay, I'm going to throw on my like tier 1 set here because I have a feeling that this rogue is going to try and jump me. So we're just going to go... I'm going to leave Mana Igniting Cord on. Leave our dope new epics on. Staff of Dom, I know. Staff of Dom is actually good, so mathematically speaking... Are these guys still doing this? You're gonna... Okay. Okay, guy. You're gonna cast at me... I'm going to go ahead and Nature's Grasp here. I don't know what he's doing, dude. I'm just going to... If this rogue jumps me, I'm literally going to just wreck him. Level 49. Get out of here, dude. Staff of Dom is good. What I was going to say is mathematically, based on that damage spreadsheet thing that I have that I put up in my Discord... It is actually more DPS, though, for me to have the offhand from Alterac Valley, which I already have, and the Aura Stone Hammer. It's actually more DPS, and then the other thing is that also then allows me to have the same offhand and then potentially get like the one-handed mace or the one-handed dagger out of BWL and not be competing for the staff upgrade, which is gonna be... BIS for everyone, right? That staff for us is literally like BIS for, like, basically there's that one staff in Nax that compares and that's it. But yeah, I'm fine with the mace. I'm fine with the mace. Were you on the meters in Molten Core as Boomkin? So that's a good question. I can tell you after this week more realistically because I've significantly undergeared prior to getting these 2 upgrades to everyone else as far as our caster DPS in the raid. At this point, we've been running with almost the same group of people for like weeks and weeks and weeks. So like we have mages in full tier 1 or 7 of 8 or 6 of 8. Our warlocks are all decked out. And then us as balanced druids have no options outside of pre-raid BIS items and then those handful of epics. But all the mages and warlocks and shadow priests, elemental shamans are all also trying to get that same shit. So I literally haven't gotten any upgrades. Generally speaking, we're in the ballpark of like 250 to 300 DPS before any of these upgrades I got. Which isn't great, but it parses around 75. I've parsed for the last like, probably 4 or 5 weeks. I was parsing around 75 to 80% most of the time. But yeah, so that's kind of the ballpark of, oh. Dude, I was so confused. Look at this message. Some mage in Herod Salt channel is calling you out. I guarantee you it's that mage that we just killed twice. Bro, don't come to my farm spot and tag the minions I'm trying to kill. I'm gonna kill you. Get the hell out of here. Are you gonna tell someone to PM me to have you tag the mobs I'm farming? Okay, kid. But yeah, so we're in the ballpark. I think going into, if I have world buffs going into next raid, I think I'll be very realistically around the 350-ish, 300, 350-ish DPS average for like the entirety of all the boss encounters. But we'll see. I don't know, to be honest. It's me guessing, because getting 2 major upgrades in 1 week is really significant, especially this trinket, because this trinket is so good for us in combination with world buffs. So I'm really excited to see how much my DPS goes up as far as the parses. 300 flat all the time and just pre-raid BIS. Yeah, can you see my gear 18? Well, so I don't have all my... I think I have it all in my bags. I don't have it all. When I'm out in the world doing open world stuff, I don't have like my max DPS gear on, if that makes sense. Because you lose a lot of like health and shit. But I can show you what is pre-raid BIS of what I use. I always use Hands of Power. These are your go-to all the time. The Man Igniting Cord is one of the upgrades I just got this last week. This is our BIS belt. There's some in BWL that are also good. I think there's 2 that are in BWL, like one's a hit belt and one's like a damage belt, but this is right up there. So this makes it so I don't have to worry about getting a belt upgrade at all. So I can basically pass on that if I want to for the other casters in our raid. But this is what I use. I'm going to be using all the time moving forward. Then on the pants, we have Sky Shroud leggings with the 8 spell damage. Then on our boots, the Water Sprout boots are BIS right now, pre-raid, with the exception of there's boots off of Azergos, I think, that are like BIS, but it's off Azergos, right? So that's pretty rough. And then I use Dragon Slayer Signet, and I think the second ring, I have a few rings that I use. So the second one I'm intending on using though is Band of Rumination. Those will be my 2 rings that I have to give me just that little bit of extra crit. Since I have the trinket now, I personally am putting a little more value on crit because I want to try and get a couple crits off during the use of the trinket, if that makes sense. And then we have Talisman, and then I'm going to be using Briarwood Reed as my second trinket. The offhand, I have the Tome of Arcane Domination, which is the AV rep trinket. And then we got Time Worn Mace, which is not good for PvE DPS, but we have the 30 spell damage on it. Then the bracers, I'm going to this next week, I'm going to throw on my Arcane Wrath bracers. These are usually pretty inexpensive on the auction house. The bracers and the helm and the chest are the 3 pieces that I'm kind of willing to sacrifice the stats for the damage, because it's pretty significant. It's around like 12 damage difference on the bracers, because we got 21 versus, what do we have, 6? So it's 15 damage difference. On the chest piece, we have 40 arcane damage on the chest versus Robe of Everlasting Night is 27. So that's 13 DPS, or spell damage difference. But then on the helm, if we have the tier helm, there's basically 12 damage on the tier helm. And then the lens has 36, which you can actually get a green helm that has 40. So it actually does have more damage on it, but it has no stamina. So kind of hit or miss there, just kind of preference, I guess. But I'm going to be running the Arcane Wrath helm this week instead of tier 1, just to try and squeeze out as much damage as possible, using Star of Mystaria in my neck. But ideally I'm going to get this for or I'm going to get the neck, either the Choker of Enlightenment or the one off of Rag. Choker of the Fire Lord, I think is what it's called. Shoulders, we have Burial Shawl, which is out of Skullomance. And then we got lucky on the cloak. We got Saffron Drape off of Onyxia. Dude, I hate when these guys come and like try and like I'm not running to the other parts of this spawn. Like I'm literally staying in this corner. And these guys come over here and try and tag the shit that I'm like in the middle of attacking. But yeah, and then the chest piece here, I either am going to use the Arcane Wrath chest or Robe of Everlasting Night. It's good to, if the fights are lasting shorter, you are going to do more DPS with the Arcane Wrath gear. But you're squishier and it kind of feels worse because you have no stats. But when I have all of my max DPS gear on, we're in the ballpark of like 350-ish spell damage, or arcane damage, I should say. And that's without a flask. So it's not bad. It's the gear is coming together. If I can get the chest piece, the Robes of Volatile Power, and I can get the neck piece off of Rag, those two pieces will last me. The chest piece will last me until phase 4, because phase 4 you want to get Bloodvine. So that's like a whole nother thing in itself. But the neck piece off of Rag lasts us literally like all of Classic. There's one, I believe, in AQ40 that compares, but I want to say it's got like less spell damage and it has like 1% crit or something. It's not like identical stats and just better. It's a little bit different in stats, and so it's technically itemized a little bit higher. Looks good, dude. Keep the Moonkin dream up. Break the mean trash talk Moonkin. Sick DPS. Yeah, dude. Balance can pop off. It definitely can pop off if you're itemized correctly and you're using consumables and all that kind of stuff. I am curious when I get a weapon upgrade and I get those other couple items, I do want to try and see how high I can parse with getting like a debuff slot for Moonfire as well. Because I think I can definitely parse pretty high up there, but it's kind of useless at this point if I don't have all the upgrades. I'm not going to be able to pump out enough numbers, I don't think, for it to be kind of worth the time or the effort. Flasks are fucking expensive, dude. I don't know about what servers you guys are playing on and stuff, but flasks over on this server are like 180 gold a piece right now, which is a lot. a lot. That's a lot of gold to spend for a 2-hour raid. So pretty much every guild, with the exception of a few, are not requiring flasks on our server just because the population's so high compared to the spawn rate of the fucking Black Lotus, you know? It's so rough. Firemaw, man, it's like 140 gold a pop for the spell power one. Yeah, ours, I haven't looked in the last couple days, but like 2 days ago, they were around 180 for the spell power flasks. And Black Lotus are going for about like 120 by themselves. So, I mean, it's a lot. And like, to put it in perspective, I have a good amount of gold. Like, between all my characters, you can see we have around 2,500 gold, which is good. I have a lot of mats, though, too. You know, like, we have just a lot of value of shit in my bags between all my characters. But I would say of, like, our guild and, like, the people I play with, I don't know if anyone has more gold than me. So, to put it in perspective, like, on our server, to spend 180 or 200 gold, like for me to spend 8 or 10% of what I have currently right now in liquid gold on a flask, that's a lot. I mean, it's a big investment. Especially when us druids need so many mana potions and runes and things like that, you know, it's like, I feel like the money's more well spent on those kinds of things. But eventually when we get to like having really good gear, I'm gonna definitely have a couple times where I'm trying to really push the parses. But yeah, I don't want to spend the money prior to that though. 19k gold? Jesus Christ, dude, you're a beast. Ungoro, yeah. Do you get in on the Ungoro stuff early? I know the prices of that have dropped a lot. What server am I on? I'm on Herod, however you want to say it. Herod. Yeah, it's good. This server is great because there's always shit going on. There's always people looking for groups for like everything. The auction house always has shit up there, but you pay for that with other people trying to, you know, farm your spots, and then, you know, the price of things like that have a stagnant spawn rate when you have such a massive population. There's spots where it definitely affects the economy of the server. But overall, I much prefer that than a dead server where it's hard to find a pre-made group or whatever, you know? I'm glad this is actually taking so long to form up because I needed to farm some of these demonic runes. Now the Mafia is dead. Yeah, no, I know. It's like, I was looking at like Devil Sword leather because it was so cheap. I was considering making a set for me, like for this character, just to have the Devil Sword set in case I ever wanted to go feral. I want to say it was like in the ballpark of like 80 gold for the full set or something like ridiculous, which for over here, that's really inexpensive. I remember the first week it was like 400 gold. Why aren't I going for AV rep? I'm already exalted with AV. I got that shit done in what, 2 days? I got that shit done right away. Right away. I knew that was gonna be a total pain in the ass. Top off our mana here. But at the start you could make 600 to 700 gold an hour. Yeah, no, I know the Devil Sword stuff was insane. It was so profitable for sure. I do have the offhand from AV, yeah, I do. So I'm using Therazane's Touch. I use Therazane's Touch when I'm out in the world just because that way it also contributes to wrath damage and to our heals. But when I raid, I use the arcane one for the MP5. I think it might be safe to put back on our like actual DPS gear. What main hand do I use? So right now the main hand I use sucks. I'm using the Time Worn Mace. And I put 30 spell damage on this because our guild had seen, at the time when I bought this, we had seen 0 Aura Stone hammers drop, which is ideally what I was trying to get, right? Because as druids, we want the MP5. It's so good for us, just for longevity is our biggest issue. That's what I was trying to go for. The first week it dropped was a week I was out of town. And I actually had gotten this prior to that. So I got this though for PvP because it's got 11 stam and it's got the 120 armor, which equates to around 600 armor for us in Moonkin form. So that was kind of my logic behind it, is it's like a defensive kind of weapon for PvP. So I felt like if I put the enchant on something like this, whenever I do get a good upgrade, it's not like totally wasted, because if I need to try and get a high armor set for some reason, I can use this weapon always. Let's throw in our some of this other stuff. But so this is like my kind of like medium set where I'm not like sacrificing a ton of stats, and we're up over 300 spell damage with the trinket not proc. So we're just under 500 spell damage when I pop this trinket, which is pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. Magzi guy on Ali side has the Mafia at over 12,000 leathers. Oh my god, dude. I feel like you make the mistake though if you didn't get rid of all that shit. I'm assuming you sold all that. Can't see your character, everything is centered. Did I have anything up that I was showing? I was just swapping my gear around. Yeah, Aura's Bis right now, yeah. I know, and I don't have the flask, I know. Yeah, that's the dream would be for me to get Aura Stone Hammer, but there's both of our shamans have that. Oh, I might have been if I was talking about my spell damage, I was just referencing this tab, which you can see if I pull it up, it's still on the side of the screen. But this is the arcane damage, the bottom one right here. So if I'm ever swapping through gear, this is almost always on my screen, so you can kind of get a point of reference of what my spell damage is at with a given combination of gear that I run. But usually it's all that cloth stuff that I went through earlier and or pieces of tier 1. That's like basically what I do. And if I'm gonna be getting attacked by melee, then I kind of prioritize tier 1 and I kind of mix and match just depending on what's going on or what I'm trying to do. But there's 2 other shamans in our guild that both have the hammer on soft res. So I think for me, I'm gonna get the dagger, that sorceress dagger, I think is what it's called, which is not that good, but it's only like, I think 5 damage less. We can look it up. Yeah, it's 5 damage less, but it's got 17 int on it. And obviously it has no MP5, so it's definitely less damage. It's definitely not as good as Aura Stone, but it's still decent. And honestly, if I could get the dagger out of Mara, I would be totally content with that and taking the DPS hit on any of those one-handers for that mana regen. So I 100%, like I would have no problem running that thing in Blackwing Lair, like at all. If I could get it to drop. It's just such a low drop rate, you know? It's like I don't know how realistic that is to farm that. I've already run Mara a bunch of times, so I feel like if we got, how many runs we got to do? Like an average of what, 250, 300, something like that, probably, before it drops. I've done probably close to 50 runs over the entire like lifespan of this character. I think that sounds kind of right. Go ahead and innervate here. I'm also really excited to try this trinket out for Moonkin tanking. I think it's going to be really, really good for Moonkin tanking because it allows you to get a massive threat lead in your opener. So it'll make it real easy to hold aggro. Dude, I need to figure out, does anyone know like on Streamlabs used to have a chat function in it, unless I'm tripping out. Like there was like a chat, like when you would go live, a chat thing would like pop up. And I feel like I disabled that somehow, or I'm just like an idiot and I can't figure out where the hell it is. But I'm having to look at the comments on YouTube, so I don't know how delayed it is, but I think my guess is it's probably a little bit delayed. So sorry if I'm responding to you guys kind of late. I have it up on the other monitor. Yeah, you can't get the dude, a bunch of people are actually switching over to YouTube, like streaming. Valkyrie, is that how you say her name? Valk? That girl streamer. I just saw something that she posted that she just signed a deal with YouTube to stream like exclusively on YouTube. It's really sick. I'm gonna think I'm gonna start doing that as well. I prefer streaming on YouTube a lot more than on Twitch. I'm just really I don't know Twitch very well. All right, I'm gonna open up this Discord here in the other tab. We are queued for this game. We got, it looks like around 5 more minutes in the queue. So let's join this. I'm gonna stay muted though until we start. What the fuck is this? Oh, dude, these guys have it set up as push to talk. Dude, I hate push to talk in Discord. I'm like, I can't do it.
Renew, dispel, power shield.
Okay. Mute that shit till we start. But we should. I played with a good amount of these guys. Actually, only 2 of them. Culture and Monk, I've run with a bunch. Their Culture's a beast. It should be fun. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, hopefully there's some good games. It's the first Discord, and I had to like verify in a separate channel. First Discord I've had to do that in a long time. All right, so we'll go over all of the OP Moonkin flag carrying items that you want to have. Nifty Stopwatch is really, really, really good. It's a 30-minute cooldown, but when the game starts, basically you'll have this for the first carry every single game. So it's really strong. The more I've played Warsong, and I've been running with these pre-mades, the more value I really find in actually legitimately running as this Moonkin spec. This Moonkin spec is actually very, very good because the fact that you can't interact with the flag in your forms, your like feral forms, makes it really rough. If you're having to try and 1v1 a rogue or something like that in their flag room, because he can just easily get you. So usually I start off with the trinket and nifty stopwatch set up, and then I'll either throw on sometimes the goblin rocket helm, depending on what we're trying to do, but you can also use that as like a second basically charge because people are going to be attacking you, so it'll break the stun on you. Or you can use it if you're like 1v1 against a rogue, you can use it to stun the rogue and like get out of the flag room. So there's, depending on what their team comp is or what's going on, this is a really good thing to kind of have in your back pocket. I also a lot of times will run rocket boots. I don't know if I don't have them on me. I have so there's Gnomish and Goblin, and I didn't really understand the difference between the two until I started playing with both of them. Gnomish is the one that requires higher engineering, and it has a longer cooldown. So it wasn't making sense to me. I'm like, why would the thing that requires you to have a higher level of engineering be shittier? The reason is because the other ones that don't require or require like a lot lower level, they're a 5-minute cooldown, but they randomly like explode and leave you with like half of the parts to make a new pair. And that's a pain in the ass. Those ones break way more often. So it's only a 5-minute cooldown. So if I was really trying to be really try hard, I would have like 3 or 4 sets of those boots in my bags, of the quicker cooldown ones, because they are better. The fact that the cooldown's faster is significantly better because you can basically almost use it every flag carry. I mean, very close, depending on. But it's a really massive issue if your boots just explode. Also, it makes it so it's hard to enchant them, like if you were gonna enchant move speed on them or whatever. Grats on talisman. Hey, thanks, hot dog. I appreciate that. Then we also have some free action potions, which are really, really clutch. And then the offhand. I usually will start off. I'm gonna join this. I'll go ahead and throw on that gear so you guys can see it. Let me unmute disc.
It's improvement.
That's Alden's new. The binding. Every single one.
Dude, I keep forgetting to do that, but like it doesn't matter. It doesn't drop anyway. So don't worry, dude. You'll get it when Nax comes out. Okay.
Just gonna continue the fucking trend all the way through.
You'll just be tanking with 3.
2 and with 3. Sounds good.
Who's getting the Zerkin here? Who's soaking the boot?
Should do Shaman.
Yeah, Fasho. How do you say your name? Showtime?
Showtime. I can get it.
Yeah, Showtime should get Zerkin. Myself, Elwin, Showtiny, Tatsuki should never really leave each other. Terminus, you're following me around basically.
Warriors,
Funky Fizzle, you're healing team fight, but you're killing off Rexy first. Kyle and Shenzo, they don't have a druid, so come team fight initially.
Yeah.
But Shenzo, you're kind of like primary defense or flag killing special. Kyle, you're kind of like
if I see somebody breaking off, I'll fall back.
fall back with him when he goes back, so you guys can line up and kill.
Sorry, saying.
When Shenzo goes back for EFC, you should probably go with him to try and line
Will
up.
my power using flat
One of the shamans.
is
Go soak those
L your elemental too?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do L monkey when I get flash.
Sure. Guards and Coachella, you guys are running flag.
You want me primary?
You're lagging. I can't hear what you're saying.
Do you want me sitting in the flag room a lot of the time, or just
Most of the time, team fight. You kill back.
Just getting the flag.
They got a warlock with Zerkin.
Hunter marked me. Can one of you priests, can you dispel me and I'll go stealth? This is Coachella.
Go ahead.
They're going around the right side too. Looks like they have a mage.
Are you?
Red just breaking off, going ramp. I'm falling back.
So are you this warrior? Go please. Swap to the other warrior. Your wife.
Gurns, you got a hunter on you.
Are you the warrior? The other warrior again? Push
I'm
into them. I'm gonna get dropped here potentially. Coil. We need to swap this lock. This lock's just turning me. Daybreak. Okay, pull him back.
Gurns, I'm going up tunnel if you want to just keep that hunter occupied.
No mage coming up our ramp.
Out of the game. For the lock, Daybreak.
No, the lock's still in here.
Powder.
Rogan here.
But there's 2 mages in our base, yo.
Okay, falling back. Sorry.
I got EFC.
They're coming ramp. He's coming ramp. Just rest him.
Yeah.
I would mainly try and disengage from the team fight. Stay in front of him and try and kill UFC.
There's 2 mages.
Got you.
Fuck, dude. They have 2 on defense.
Okay, I guess our flag carrying team died.
EFC's
I'll
on
kill
track.
off and I'll go with them.
Alright, you got away. You blinked though. You got Wretch on you. I'm trying to nade this mage behind you, Kyle.
So you're on me.
Looks like he's connecting with the team.
Yeah.
Kick silence. Other
flag's gone.
Alright, let's. If they're gonna get
We
this
need,
out.
we need to call out on the hunter and rogue flag room like earlier than after you guys are both. We needed our hunter to kill back sooner on defense.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna try mana.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I called it as soon as as it was happening, but
That's Chenzo, right?
no, this is Coachella.
I'm peeling this mage. He's coming through ramp right now.
Monk, you're kind of in a bad spot.
I'm on the roof. I'm waiting for
Their FC mage is on ramp right now.
Coachella and Gurns. Let's go.
We don't need a like whole team to come here.
They're pushing us on the left next to our Zerky. Just me and Kurlda.
Everybody leave mid.
They've got their hunter up at their ramp.
I can take the flag. Where should I take it to?
Their hunter's coming ramp right now.
We don't control mid.
You wanna come ramp? We can sandwich the
Where did
hunter.
everyone
Yeah, I don't get it.
I'm stopping their mage too. Wow. They're trying fairly.
What the fuck is flash bomb? What the fuck?
Yeah, he's coming down tunnel. Oh, he's coming right to you. Tunnel.
Yeah, well, their whole team.
He's just running right up the middle. Like, here, you got this one as well. What is defending?
Huh?
Their hunter. I've said it like 6 times. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Their hunter keeps marking me in the middle of the field, and then he's defending, so I can't go stealth against him at all.
Cool. Maybe you go stealth before he marks you.
I mean, then they have a rogue in the actual flag room itself, and so the hunter is collapsing. So every time I've, huh?
We got Quincy sapped in our flag mage.
I'm getting constantly silenced. I know it's
I mean, I'm just trying to team fight on our way to like go get this flag. So we apparently need a like full escort for this flag.
No, so the problem is we need to control mid, and
Quincy's going to connect to up to ramp.
He's going to connect.
Yeah, ramp now.
I'm using you. Blow him up. I'm out of position.
Like someone's got the hunter's just mirroring me this entire time. Like if he's just gonna be running free, I'm not gonna be able to outrange him, and then a rogue, like they're gonna fuck me up before I can get there. There's 2 of them just sitting defense the whole time.
They have somebody in the flag room, Jax. You don't go.
What'd you say?
I feel like he wouldn't have given up like that if they didn't have another mage already about to pick the flag. Think that other
Dude, I have
mage-
6 people killing me. What is?
Can you try to get the flag?
Never mind, there's nobody here. Oh, they're coming up tunnel. Yeah, Fetsy's up here.
Can we try and get this flag? Their flag? Should we have 4 of us? We should be able to figure
Yeah.
out how to get this flag.
We should go hunter right here up at the top.
She's fucking
I'm some like. What do I do? Do I come get the flag with you guys, or should I just play in defense? Because right now I'm just running it in.
We're good now. The hunter's dead. There's gonna be a rogue in here, but there's 3 of us. We should be fine.
I mean, I don't see where they're at right now. You make a judgment call.
There's 4
Don't
coming
get
up
stacked,
our
don't get
tunnel
stacked.
right now.
You go down there.
They're about to.
He's going farther. Their whole team is tunnel.
Let's
Are
kill
we
this.
all just gonna try and do Who am I going with? I guess I'm going with you.
He's coming out tunnel. He's got like.
I was trying to kill one before he came out. Was
Whole
multi
team
tap.
is coming out tunnel with their flash.
Not their whole team. They got a mage, a hunter, and a ward.
7 of them. It's tunnel.
Okay, I'm coming out. I'm coming out their ramp.
This
You
one.
guys who just res need to make sure you engage at the same time as the team returns.
The rogue's here. There's 2 of them.
It looks like you might. The mage, the FC is leather. Yeah, man. He's coming up tunnel.
The warrior, sorry.
Did he just fully resist you? Fashion?
Your waifu. No, the rogue. Yamax coming in.
Amp hamstring, grab it. Fuck. I killed his ass. Return it, nice. I can't believe that shit.
This priest
Still
still has
have
the
them
flag.
playing?
Just kill him. You can get him.
Need help? Get a rogue on me.
Yeah, I died. This game.
Probably should have just
Yeah,
ran.
this is game.
Good.
Our first game after waiting 30 minutes is against FanClan.
So, I mean, there's still a lot of problems with that game. There's like, I mean, my fault as well on not peeling back right at the start soon enough. But the whole mid fight was a mess. People were out of position. It was a lot of just disorganized.
That's a
like,
tough one,
weird
man. It's a
moments, I
full
think.
Marshall Faralina pre-made. Field Marshal, whatever the hell it's
Our
called.
roles are and more together. And all
What's
the
up,
time.
Raphael?
There's people split. People were like.
Thanks for sharing some Moonkin tips. Really appreciate it. Found myself naked of tutorials when my guildies asked for Moonkin.
You guys,
Glad you got some help out of that stuff,
at
brother.
one point, me and Culture were mid. You guys all fell back to our flag room to what? Intercept.
Silent,
the
thank you,
main
thank
flag
you.
carrier.
I know, super stoked on the trinket.
That's like not what you should do. Like you fall back before he picked it and give up mid control. You gotta just fight them all in mid, wipe them out, and then.
Talking strats now. Those,
DMC
I mean, those guys were good. They had two. I mean, they had 2 guys. They had that hunter mirroring, and they had the rogue and flag. They had 2 on defense.
It was in like.
They're gonna win if they get that opener. If the rogue gets the opener and the hunter gets the opener, they should win all
I
day.
know it's got to be like multiple people. It's not like just me and the rogue can handle it real quick.
Well, no, it doesn't need to be you, and there's a lot of people that follow you. But like, at that point, if we kept control of mid,
I mean, part of the reason why I did it, honestly, is because we didn't pull back for quick enough on defense previously. I thought he was just going to get out.
well, that's something that.
What's up, Puffer Puffer?
Not, you don't need
How you
to
doing,
see my
man?
roll over. That's my mistake.
I mean, it was misplayed on my part anyway, the whole situation. Even just the idea being.
Yeah, anytime teams are running a hunter and a rogue defense, it's really strong. Like really strong.
I
It's
saw
really
it
hard to
once,
deal with
I
that.
thought Coachella was Chenzo, and I thought I totally misinterpreted the call he made.
Yeah, I could have been a little more specific. So I mean, we'll get it going. That's just it. That was me and Gurns got wrecked that first attempt in with the hunter and the rogue. They killed Gurns like real. He sat me and then they killed Gurns in like 4 seconds and then they just wrecked
How are you
me.
getting sapped?
What do you
Can't
mean?
get sapped as a beast.
You can't pick up the flag as bear.
Yeah, I understand that. Or you just, for the one GCD that you have, to spawn to pick up the flag, you're getting sapped. Like, you can't get sapped as like a cat or whatever.
I know I'm not running into the flag room against a rogue is in cat form. I mean that he's just gonna fucking open on me. I'm gonna have to blow a trinket in the first 2 seconds. Huh?
As a bear, you can't get sapped either.
I know. I ran in as in Moonkin.
Okay, well.
Is that considered beast or humanoid?
It's humanoid, but I can interact with the flag.
Well, that explain it then.
I mean, should be able to.
If he's considered a human,
Like, I don't know what spec you're running, but as far as FCs, like, I don't see too many FCs going Moonkin form.
I mean, we literally have done pre-mades. I've run pre-mades with Monk and Culture, and we've won like all but one game out of like 20 games. So my spec isn't the issue. Those guys were fucking good, and I got fucking 2v1. No matter what fucking spec I am, I'm not gonna win a 2v1 against a hunter and a rogue in their flag room.
Right.
Like that's not gonna happen. So you can blame it on my spec all you want, but that wasn't the issue that game.
I don't think anyone's accusing you of the spec. Let's just see how the next game goes and get from there.
That was just like the opposite of a tune-up game. We'd been sitting for 30 minutes and we got a very good.
I mean, yeah, those guys. It's a full Fairlina pre-made. They're all fucking warlord or marshal or whatever. I mean, it's those guys obviously fucking play all day long. They also had 2 on. I mean, we just had Chenzo on defense, right? Or did we have 2 on defense as well?
Should be Chenzo full time, and then it should be Beast person as running back.
They just had 2
Whatever.
mages that were very good at peeling for each other. Because they were the flag runners the whole game. I didn't even see the first mage run up on the flag. I was just focused on the one. I don't know if he did the jump from the middle.
Tilting, dude. Mute that for a sec. So tilting, dude. I hate that. It's like, bro, I can't 2v1 a fucking rogue with Perdition's Blade and a hunter in fucking full martial gear. Get the fuck out of here. Not glad. Not bad. Glad to see people still play Classic. Yeah, I remember watching my dad play WoW. Yeah, dude. I mean, Classic's fun, man. Classic's fun. I will always enjoy Classic. Always, always, always. It's a fun game. Told you to go to your room while he's playing WoW. I'm gonna be that same type of dad, dude. Get out of here, I'm gaming, go to bed.
These guys are gonna take. No Drew, 1 Pally.
Alright, we got this.
So they're gonna use mage flag runners again.
More than likely, yeah.
One of them is probably going to drop.
I mean, the basic strategy is the same.
The last player is second pal. So, yeah. I'd assume they're probably gonna try Hunter Rogue defend. So we'll see. Like we have to see if we see them in mid at the start, call it out, and determine who's. As far as
I mean,
mid
yours
target-
go with Cortella. You should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as like who mid? I mean, their mages are going to be like running. They might have one mage mid, and then it's all gonna be
It's
warrior
just
paladin.
like Chenzo's primary defense. You kill out early. Depending when he gets across the field.
Yeah.
Help Chen.
I'm just talking about which target's good in a team fight to start.
Oh. Probably one of these warriors will overextend. We have 3 warriors. They pretty much have to come to us. And then if one of the mages, generally with double mage teams, like one of the mages will try to blink and just like spam AoEs. That's usually a good swap.
Alright, you got
This warrior Smigs is kind of by himself.
This hunter's going wide right.
What's up?
Yeah, group up.
What's up?
That hunter over there was zerking.
Yeah.
Cover Tatsuki's.
I'll get you, Butcher.
There's a rogue.
Yeah.
Kill the rogue. Damn tech.
It's out of range.
Alright, we need to come back.
Rogue is in the stairs.
Bro.
Take the warrior. This mage blinked in. Anti-mage.
warrior and mage in our flag room.
We need to kill these standards when we can.
I'm feeling bad.
Poison.
Mage picking up our flag, going out fucking.
Rogue and hunter both on me.
Yep, rogue. Kill the rogue. Damn tech.
Going ramp.
There's no way there's a rogue on you. You just killed the rogue mid. Kill the hunter.
I know, I just cut it away from him.
He's with us.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were for the rogue. My bad.
We should kill this.
The hunter. Zero the hunter.
Or just
I got the mage.
assume this priest. Assume this priest.
You
it rolls
see
to
his
that.
ramp going behind our zerker.
There's a paladin going off for you. So
I need mana.
try and kill the CFC.
I'm gonna go get the leaf. Where's that flag?
Behind our zerker. I'm gonna helmet him right now. Alright, he's helmeted.
There's a
behind-
paladin Geno about to get to him. He needs to be CC.
What? I read stuff. What the fuck?
Dive him.
Gurns, which way did you go? You're going tunnel?
Nice.
For this warrior. Kill for RFC. Kill for RFC.
I got roots on that warrior monk, you're
Burns
fine.
is going tunnel, like about to die. Looks like.
I need help.
Get ready to pick it up.
Oh my god, spell the sheep.
They're all slow except for that mage.
5 seconds on
I
ours.
literally, I'm dead here.
You got everybody.
Damn.
Alright, focus on the team fight, I guess. There's a rogue hopping around by Chenzo.
The warrior going for our
Oh my
flag.
gosh, I'm gonna die.
Stop.
Damn tag the rogue. Kill the rogue.
Viper stinged.
I'm
Gonna
gonna
round
gouge this
him
out.
out.
Baz the priest. Lock offense. Oh, we should kill this guy sooner, my bad.
Monk, me and Gurns are running up to you right now. There's a rogues up here at their circle hut.
The warrior Smigs.
That's all I got in my minimum.
The rogue's mounted. Watch out. I'm gonna root him.
Mana. I'm gonna get the leaf.
They're collapsing back. There's
Where?
3
Okay, I'm gonna go down tunnel. Can you guys meet me tunnel?
That's where they are. We need more people here if we're gonna.
Don't go there.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have like 2 or 3 sitting outside their tunnel. You should probably.
Okay, I'm gonna go ramp.
I would just leave. Check the wing.
Go ramp. Culture, I'm coming with you.
Yeah, I'm going ramp.
Terminus, don't be here.
We're all coming ramp now.
I'm gonna go wide.
I'm just slowing as much as I can.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, now we're trying to get. Ooh, Jesus.
Hunter's over here. On me, you trap me.
Warrior coming down tunnel with our flag.
I'm gonna go graveyard hop. Fucking stunned.
Just run, dude. He's hamstring. If you shift. There's a hunter apparently just pounding you too.
Yeah.
Come back.
And a rogue.
Yeah, you might be too far ahead.
Warrior's got boots coming down our tunnel.
Yep.
Hit the rogue. Damn tech on him.
Just come on.
Here.
The mage, pork bun. We need to wipe him here. Pork bun, the mage. Anti-mage, the other mage. Maybe 12.
I can't shift right now as I'm stung.
You're in them.
Kali's mine.
I got nothing amount of mana.
You hit him with
I got a kick on the mage.
The lock.
Fearing.
Silence and stance. Heal yourself, heal Coachella, heal
I'm
Coachella.
stunned. I'm stunned.
I'm
He's gonna drop it.
Oh, grab it.
100 0.
I'm up in 5.
That priest is zoom. Don't kill him. Just try and 5%. Kill that mage though.
They're
Okay.
both open. Should I kill the mage?
I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
I killed the mage.
Okay, Charlie.
I'm right behind you, Culture.
Dropping.
How many are still on there?
I need mana.
There's so many.
I'm not.
Be on defense, Kyle. Not.
Tatsuki and Fasho Tiny. Whatever the
Yeah.
fucking name is.
You want me to go offense?
Yes.
Alright, let's go.
They're coming in hot. Holy shit.
I'm on roof right now.
Gurren, you should be on defense, dude. You're a fucking mage. Turn around.
Do you want me to do or no?
Yes.
Yes.
EFC location, anybody know?
Where's offense?
Just killed their healer that was attacking. So it's 3
Yeah,
or
I'm
4.
in the tunnel right now. God.
There's how many? 4?
I think so.
Does anyone know where this warrior is?
Yeah, got a rogue over here.
On roof. I have him targeted.
Yeah, he's on
Let's go, let's go.
Hunter Paladin Warrior on roof.
Coachella, can you drop? Can you drop?
Yeah, I can drop down. Drop down?
Yeah, drop down now. Run around to graveyard and go back up tunnel.
Well, now I'm stunned in the middle of the flag room. I can't move.
Let's get ready to bring it back.
There's 5 of them.
This is why I didn't want to come to the ramp. Banana.
They jump down.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They fucking capped it.
Stay outside from under the thing. Power infusing you.
Who was that said to jump down? What was that? What were you wanting me to jump down so early for?
I was talking about
talking about their FC jumping down after he's already capped.
There's also a call for him to jump down.
Yeah, someone told me to jump down, and there's 6 of them in our flag room.
Yeah, because 6 of them were going up to rooftop. I told you to jump down because they were going all up to
Good
rooftop.
job, Flag.
You guys know where put the flags are.
Boots are up.
Yeah, I'm dropping the flag.
They're coming out up to tunnel. EFC, the whole squad is ready. You guys are
Oh,
glad.
we have our full squad here.
Get this fab off.
Yeah, 5%. Now he's just pumped to full.
Come to me.
I'm feared. Wait, you're acting like I'm like decided. You cannot see my debuffs?
Purge. UFC stop.
Literally feared that entire time.
You seriously just gonna run passes?
Yep. And he was purged.
I only have so many fear picks, man.
Feared him back, I feared him back. Get him. At the beginning of the tunnel. He's right here.
You guys need to get ahead of him and get flag.
Rogar flag room. Fucking sapped on top of our flag.
I don't know why I have a warlock, a mage, and a fucking hunter and a paladin just all focused on healing me through tunnel, but
Rogue going tunnel. Rogue has boots.
Execute.
There's 2 of them on me up here at ramp. You going out tunnel? Yeah.
I'm scattered. So that's for our AFC or RFC Coachella. See if we can get him across alive for one. I guess Burns has it right now.
I'm dead.
Yeah, he just blinked into all of them. He's already dead.
Wait.
Okay, I got this fab.
There's hope.
Yeah, there's 5 of them mounted.
Alright,
already.
cut him off then.
Come on, let's get it. There's a throw warrior coming up our ramp right now.
Fine, I'm waiting for him.
Don't get too far ahead of us, guard.
Lock. Kill the lock. Cheap.
God damn.
There's 2 warriors in our flag room. Fuck me.
Are they going tunnel?
I don't know, I died before I could see which direction they were going. They're coming out connector, going.
Yeah, I see them. They're going graveyard. We should kill this guy.
Pally is on them now. Pally's waiting right below. Fucking rocketed up here, dude. Are you serious?
Need that fab off him.
It's off.
Fucking hell, dude. There's fucking 5 of them back here on defense. I can't get the flag. There's a hunter, mage, and a rogue all back here.
Pop lay on hands, bro. You burned up 1 hour cool. Yeah, it's just, he's gone. He's got boots. Bad.
I mean, if there's 2 or 3 on me in like all of those situations, I don't know how we're not just raping the team fight there. Because I'm constantly outnumbered every time I'm going into the flag room.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
I'm actually about to go do a Nix, yeah. We're about to.
Tilting. We're playing against good teams, but I'm not sure if I'm getting outnumbered in all of those, like in those engages. Even if there's 2 of them, we should always be winning that team fight then, or they shouldn't be capping, right? It should be one or the other. Either we should both be stalemating, where they have a hunter and we have a hunter and a rogue, they have a hunter and a rogue, and we're just basically like trading defense plays, or we should be winning that team fight in mid because we have 1 more person, and neither of those are happening. So I don't really know. I'm not watching the team fight in mid because I'm running, but well, you could see right there too, like that was a perfect example that what this jackass saying is like, oh well, how are you getting sapped? It's like any rogue, as soon as I shift out a bear to grab the flag, that's when he's going to open on me every single time. I mean, it doesn't matter, but if I'm in Moonkin form, if he opens on me and not with sap, at least I can survive it. But you can't survive it 2v1 or a 3v1. These hunters are geared too. These hunters are doing work. Like that one hunter literally aim shot me for like half my health. There's like a 2200 crit, 2300 crit he had on me with aim shot. So the decks are like out. Dark Moon Fair like already start? How do I see, how the hell do you see that in? And there's supposed to be a little calendar thing over here? Oh, here. No? Huh. I wonder what that card's worth. So that means you can get the whole beast deck already. Are we queuing
Are we
again?
just trying to get in bed or something?
Yeah, we're gonna try for this on and we can get some more usual people back. This group is basically dead.
Alright. I'll go for a bit.
Okay, okay. Back to farming some demonic runes. Let's vendor some of this shit. Dude, it's funny. People get so demoralized over like those couple losses, and we went against literally like all ranked 12, 13 pre-mades. Like, I don't know. It's like you can't. I mean, it would be bad if they were all ranked 12 and ranked 13, and we're winning those, right? Like with a group of people that we just kind of threw together. I mean, we shouldn't be winning. We shouldn't be winning all those. But people get so tilted. Should we do some Temtem? What's the verdict? We can just chill, farm some shit, see if we can find some world PvP. Or I can show you guys Temtem. Do the Temtem. We can do that. I can let's see, I'll wait till we land here and I'll log over. Doesn't matter what anyone else wants. Well, I wanted to get a couple Warsong games in. I mean, it would have nice to have been get a couple of good wins, but I mean, they're still okay games. It's just tough if they are coordinating their defense well. It's hard as a druid, especially if I don't have the 4-piece. The 4-piece makes that so much easier too. But we got raid tomorrow. I am going to stream raid tomorrow. If any of you guys are curious as far as balanced druid, PvE, molten core stuff. So I will stream. I probably won't have like my webcam and stuff on just because I'm kind of like more focused and like can't really read chat that much, but I'll stream that if anyone wants to tune in and watch from Moonkin perspective on our molten core clear. It'll be like tomorrow around what time we read, like 5 p.m. ish server, or sorry, 5 p.m. ish Pacific. Whatever timing, I don't know what timing you guys got, but if anyone wants to come and kick it, that is when I'll stream for a couple hours after work while we're raiding. I also need to do a Dire Maul run. Try and get those tribute buffs before tomorrow. If we can. Do I gotta change the thumbnail? We gotta change the YouTube info? I feel like we should. We have all the. We'll leave the WoW tags and shit in there. Okay. All right. Let me. I'm gonna put it on the stream starting soon screen real quick. Let me log out and get it started up. We are still here. We are not AFK. Let's. I need to change it so it has just like window capture or whatever on. Okay, we should be going here. Can you guys see that fine? Is that popping up? Okay. It looks like it's working. We have the camera set up at like a weird spot. I don't know where the most ideal spot is to put this because of where everything is situated on the map. But, so we've logged in. This is our it's not a trainer, it's a tamer. All right, so this is our tamer, our little avatar. Now, whatever your like first Temtem is, your main one that you have out is the one that kind of runs around out in the world with you. However, this is your 6 that you have out at any given time, like in your squad. This is your squad right here. Now, all of these have a type that's the equivalent to like what you would think it is, right? All of these have a type. Mental is like psychic, wind, obviously, nature, water, electric, right? They all have types. Then they all have individual levels. Supposedly the max level right now is 48, I think, is what I've been told. Then the other kind of thing that's important to note is these stats where it says SVs. The stats are what you basically, when you breed the Temtems together, you can get these stats where it's like HP is health, stamina, speed, attack, defense, special attack, special defense. So special attack and special defense is basically like spell damage versus attack and defense is physical. So, but yeah, so you ideally, the max you can get in any of these columns is 50. And basically that's every time they're leveling up, how much of that stat scales. So 50 is the highest you can get. And so ideally, you're trying to get Temtems with multiple. Let's look at the map real quick. I don't know where the hell we are. Oh, this is like a new zone. I haven't done this zone yet at all. But you're trying to get multiples. Yes, SVs are like IVs in Pokemon, but you can see all of the stats, right? And let me show you, because I have a couple here. Which ones do I have? Like this one. So this one has a 50 in HP. So for example, if I had this as a female, I could have a male that say it has a 50 in stamina. Then you could breed them together and you could have their offspring have 50 HP and 50 stamina, where it will scale to the like utmost potential that it possibly can. And you can basically keep doing that. It's a very long process. It takes a lot of time to do that. It's not easy, but at the same time, you're getting what would be the most optimized characters in the game, right? If that makes sense. Then this column right here, this chunk of verbiage is all my abilities that I have currently actually out. And then these are other abilities that you can learn. So you can on the fly swap abilities around. Some abilities will have synergies with other classes. They'll have synergies with, you know, prerequisites of other abilities. You have sleep effects, poison effects, stasis kind of things like that as well. So right now, anytime you see that tall grass, just like in normal Pokemon, that's when you can like basically fight out in the wild. So this is a grass guy. This is a flying in a grass guy, or like nature guy. So you click your ability and then you go ahead and apply that ability. You get to focus it on whichever target you want to cast it on. You can also cast your damaging abilities on yourself. sometimes, or your teammate, which is also a little bit of a weird situation. But some families, I don't know what the actual thing is, families I think, have passives and traits and things like that. Well, they'll like if they take frost damage, they have increased attack speed or something like that. Like different synergies with certain things. It's the only thing I can think of why you would want to ever do that, as far as like attacking your own ally, or maybe to like break them out of a stasis effect, a sleep effect or something like that. I'm not sure. But you can see, and then we do that, you get experience at the end, and then you just level up. Then there's these guys that are all posted up, guys, there'll be duos of people posted up, and these are all basically other trainers. And they'll stop you as you progress throughout the story, and you fight them, beat them, and then they let you basically pass that area. And you can see here, like up on the top right, is how many Temtems he has, where I have 6 over here on the bottom left. So we're going to go ahead and start off on this guy. So this is, I'm assuming, I haven't caught this thing yet, so this one, so I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm assuming it's a fire, some kind of fire guy. So he's going to be resistant to nature damage. So I wanted to use my wind attack on him, and then my psychic attack, mental attack. Now another thing that's really cool and important about the combat is there's basically 2 categories. Oh, sorry, let me see what you typed. Are the type advantages and weaknesses just like in Pokemon? Yes, very similar. There's some of them are a little bit different. There's like Crystal. There's a few other types. It's a little more intricate. There's not, I think like Pokemon had what, like 6 types originally. This has more once you get throughout like the full expanse of the game. Oh, what I was going to say, so there's one other aspect to this that's really important, is there's priority, and then there's hold. Those are the 2 things as far as the actual combat system. So if you see here, my hypnosis has like 2 lines. That's the hold. So it holds the ability where it is inactive until the second turn. So it's got a hold of 2 on this ability. Psy Surge is the same thing. It's got a hold of 2. These ones have no hold, so I can use these right away, right? Then if I right click on them, it'll show me the details of the abilities. This has a priority. It's only got 1 arrow. This one only has 1 arrow. Kick has 3 arrows, and Energy Manipulation has 3 arrows as well. So these 2 are faster attacks, meaning that they'll happen first in succession, as the attacks that go off in the round are based on the overall speed that the abilities are going out at. The priority is basically a multiplicative of your character's speed. Now you can see here, this has a plus sign, and since I have a second character out on the map that's a nature character, this gets amplified, where it basically does additional damage and it exhausts the target for 1 additional turn. So there's cool synergies like this between all different abilities, between different characters and stuff like that. And that being one of them, basically is having like a nature or a toxic partner. Those are the 2 that I've seen. I think there's one that's like Earth too, where like it'll create like the ice mobs will have an attack, and if they have an Earth partner, it's like an ice boulder instead of like an ice ball or whatever you want to call it. And so some really cool synergies as far as how you can prioritize like what characters you have on the map. But yeah, so this Energy Manipulation, you'll notice I open with this a lot on these guys, because this down arrow right here is basically a stamina down. So it's not mana in this game. The resource you're using is stamina. And the stamina recharges each turn a certain amount. I believe it's like 3 or 4. Then it also will recharge more if you basically pass on a turn, if that makes sense. And so that's your resource. So he killed Fergie over here. This debuff, I have that purple debuff, is a poison. So at the end of every turn, I take like some kind of ticking damage. So it's important to think. So this bird guy is the same guy I am. It's a mental and a flying type. So if I use Wind Burst, which is like a flying type ability, it's not going to do any damage. And you can see these red circles pop up underneath the mobs if they are to take like reduced damage from that spell school. But at this point, I just want to finish one of them off, so I only have one of these guys out here on the battlefield with me. So I took half damage there because he used an air attack against me, or a flying attack, and I'm flying. So you mitigate like that same spell school, if that makes sense. Let's do... None of these are that good. We'll do Bamboozle, which basically puts a buff on this guy where he can't be hit. It like negates his next attack, and since he's low on health, nice. We killed him anyway. Ooh, so we learned a new ability right here. So you can see this is a hold 3, which means it will not activate until the third round of, or the third turn that we have in a given match. Don't mess with me. Look makes the Temtem avoid techniques for the next turn. So it looks like some kind of like a stasis stun lock type ability. I'm not going to use that for the time being, but there might be some interesting play with using that. So we leveled up there. You can see went from 18 to 19. So you see all the stats like go green, and you see your stats go up. And then anytime you're in this tall grass, that you can go ahead and you'll randomly just run into fights. Some of these also will have a really low spawn rate. Some of these are significantly rarer than others, as far as encountering out in the world. So I'm gonna separately do the same attack on both of these. You'll see one's a level 19 and one's a level 15. So the 15 almost died from that one attack. This guy's even a little bit lower level too. So what I'm gonna do is we'll finish off the low level guy and we'll try and capture the level 19. Let's do... I don't know if this will kill it or not. We'll do this. That's like a weak attack. It'll only do a little bit of damage. So he's like a little bit lower than half health. So that one's dead. He might kill my flower guy here. So we go into our bag. Tem card is the equivalent of like a Pokeball. And then we do that for both of our turns. Each time I'm clicking that is for my turn for one character, then my turn for the other character. So you see it goes through and it goes all the way down, and then we captured it. Now when you capture it, this is what you're looking at. This is telling you this is a male, which is important to actually know in this game because of breeding, right? Nature. This leaf is the fertility of the Temtem. So as I understand it, I haven't gotten down and depleted to 0, but it's out of 8 levels. So it's like the stem is 1, and then there's 7 leaves. And so it's basically out of an 8 scale, if you will, like 1 of 8 points. Each time you breed the Temtem, you lose 1 fertility. So it's important to try and get as high fertility as you can. This is the passive trait that's important because you can't really pick this or change this at all. I think you can breed it differently, but this is really significant because some of the traits are really strong. You can see here it's like a passive. When attacked, reduce damage taken by 50% if both of the allies, meaning both of my characters on the map, are the same evolutionary type, which means they're both an evolved version of this guy, basically. Then over here, these are the stats that this individual Temtem has. So ideally, we would have gotten one of the stats to be on the right here, a 50, in which case it has that big blue kind of oval. And then that's like what you're really trying. You're trying to basically collect any of them that have an SV of 50. Then you can rename it, you can release it out in the wild, or you put it into your Tem deck, which is like your Pokedeck. When you put this in there, this then tells you what weaknesses, strengths, things like that. So those like little red circles when we're fighting, the green circles, things like that, those do not activate until you've captured one of the Temtem and you have it in your deck to basically like reference it. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't want to get too like boring on that, but I feel like it's important to understand what I'm looking at. So right now, you can kind of quick swap your Temtem on the bottom corner there. And you'll see, so I pull out here, we have two different Temtem of our squad. We got this little like Butterfree looking thing, and then we have this serpent thing, Nesla. So Nestle's a really good example of a Temtem that has an amazingly strong trait that you basically want. Like this is the fourth one of these that I had caught, because the trait is, there's one trait that's significantly better than the others, and I didn't get it the first 3 times. So this Nestle has a trait where when they take electric damage, they heal for the damage rather than take damage. So any kind of electric attack that hits Nestle will heal Nestle. Then on top of all that, you basically, the only like last little bit is you have items like consumables, and then you have equipment that your Temtems can actually wear. Which I don't know too much on the stuff that your guys can wear, because I haven't unlocked that many things. They're like little things, like one baits out monsters out in the open world to like attack that monster if it's on the field. Different stuff kind of like that, random kind of like passives and things. Okay, so we got, should be okay. We'll use a water attack here since he's fire. Now I'm almost positive this guy's weak to the water attack, but I could be wrong. We'll see. But the reason there's not a green circle, yeah, so see how it's ×2, but there was no green circle because I haven't tamed this guy yet, so I don't, it's like unknown information to me, right? We'll try and do the same thing again. My Taquito might die over here from that attack, yeah. Because he's fire and that guy's nature, right? And so it's like fire beats nature. He exhausted himself there though. If you saw, he still had a little bit of health, but he ran out of stamina and then used an ability and basically killed himself. Because when you have no stamina and you do an attack, it will drain a little bit of your health. Oh, whoa. We just jumped down. Oh. So this might be bad because I have a way to basically heal and revive up all my Temtem that I have on me right now out in the wild. But I didn't do that before this fight. So there's a chance that I die on this fight because almost all my guys are dead right now. And I don't think there's a way, I haven't tried yet, but I don't think there's a way you can like leave mid-battle to heal and then like try and restart it. He's got 4. Trying to think if I can pull this out. Yeah, usually there's like a little run away button here, but I don't have it. So we'll try this. We have a chain lightning ability that basically is going to hit 3 targets in a clockwise fashion. Oof. So it's going to go 1, 2, and then 3. It'll actually hit me. Oh, damn it, dude. He killed me. As I say, because the 3rd hit of the chain lightning actually heals me because it's lightning damage. We might be screwed here because I don't have any of my guys alive. I didn't realize we were going to jump down and go straight into a duel or a fight. This guy's not doing any damage either. That hit pretty hard, but yeah, I think I'll probably end up losing this one right here. And then you basically res, and then I just have to run back here and we'll fight him again full health. It'll be fine. I don't think you can run from the trainer battles. Yeah, you can't. The little runaway button is usually right here. You know what? We might actually be able to. Let's see. So Balm is like a heal potion. So we healed up one of our main guys. I think we can actually do this. I think I can actually use consumables here and probably. So for that, for my little guy's turn, we're gonna use a revive on Fergie, and then this guy, I'm gonna boomerang over here. We probably should have killed this guy, but I think this will kill him. Nice. And I think if I can get my main 2 guys out on the playing field again, I think we'll be okay. It'll be a close one. So I'm going to use his last bit of stamina. And then this guy's not a flying type, so that's why I used a flying attack there. He is a nature type, so if I used a nature attack there, he would have taken reduced damage. Nice. Okay, so we basically got them down to 2. I'm going to swap back in because we had revived on that other turn. I'd revived one of my other guys, right? So what I can do is I can swap him this turn. So we're going to swap. And then I'm going to grab Fergie. Then we're going to Boomerang. I don't know if Boomerang will kill this guy, but it will do a lot of damage to him. So we'll see here. No, it's only half his health. Okay, but we should be okay, I think. If we'll do this, and we'll wind burst him, and I think that'll be enough to kill him. This guy might still stay up. Did we kill him? No, we knocked him out. Nice. Wind burst, he's dead. Boom. Cha boy. Coming in hot. Start the trainer battle with all my dudes dead, and we still win it. So, at this point, you have an item that you can use that's in your backpack called Temescence. But it basically heals and reses all your guys, and then you basically have to recharge this every time you go into town, like every time you heal up your Temtems. I'm going to switch my order back around to kind of my main setup. And then these guys, random people are spread around the map, and those are where a lot of like different quests and things like that will start. You see, we also got a surfboard. After you beat the first gym, you get a surfboard so you can go across water. That's how you catch water Pokemon or water Temtem. So this trainer's only got this one Temtem here. So this guy is, I think he's water and toxic. So we used a mental and an air attack on him. And again, we have that debuff. Oh my god, dude, that wrecked him. So that had a damage amplifier on him there too. So that literally just insta-killed him. And then this, you see down here, these little like sun token looking things are the versions of the currency in game, like gold or whatever. And you get those. I think there's a bunch of ways you can get them. So far, the vast majority of all of the gold that I've gotten is from winning trainer battles. I think there's other ways you can get it, but I don't know what that is yet. So we're gonna attack this big boy over here. I think wind should be okay. I can't remember if this guy's weaker to wind or to nature. That's gonna hurt. That ability chunks really hard. Water blast or whatever it is. Ooh, so close. So I'm gonna do energy manipulation onto this guy, and then this allergic spread that I have attacks both of them. So it'll finish off that big fish, and it'll still do some damage to the little fish, but that way I don't waste a full ability just trying to do that last little bit of health. So now you can see his stamina bar is completely out, and that completely screws him because he can't use anything and he takes additional damage, and so we just went off of that. Stamina management is a really, really big thing in this, which is a huge reason why this combo of these first two guys that I have is so good, because that first ability that I always use, because it has the priority of the 3 arrows, comes out first. and it puts the debuff on them, so then they immediately take additional stamina reduction with their like opening attacks. So this is gonna hit this guy really hard. And then we'll go ahead and wind burst the same guy and try and just get him off the map. If we were to one-shot this guy, that wind burst that I targeted onto him will actually automatically, by default, target over to his buddy. So it's okay to like overlap to like basically overkill an opponent. If they die, it's not like it's all gonna be wasted attacks, right? Like you'll still be able to So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna energy manipulation on this Butterfree looking thing, and then I'm actually gonna go through and do we have an antidote? I'm gonna antidote on to Fergie, which is gonna remove the poison as my turn for this guy. Since this opponent is flying and nature, I actually do pretty low damage to it with this character. So it's better to use that utility turn from this character to heal up. Oh my gosh, 1 health. Okay, so we'll do this here. Cast that, and we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use my health here. We're gonna heal up Fergie. I think all of the item usage type things occur at the very beginning of each turn. Like if you swap a Pokemon or a Temtem out, or you use an item, things like that seem to take priority over any ability. But you can see now this two-way has no stamina left. And what I'm gonna actually do here is I'm gonna grass attack him. He's a flying type, but he's not a nature type. So he won't take reduced damage from my nature abilities. And then we'll keep Loeli really low here on stamina. Ooh, they're both so low. Nice, but see, he was out of stamina there and he killed himself. So Fergie has nothing, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna skip her turn, and then we'll boomerang on this character. Should be enough. He's gonna take reduced damage, but it should be enough to still kill him. We took that last bit of poison damage, but not bad. Now we can basically heal up. Let's we'll use some of our littler. You don't need to be full health, but you just want to be enough. Like my guys, my two main guys that I use all the time are pretty high level for this content. So you just want to make sure they're high enough before the next trainer fight. What are you saying, like top off? Yeah. You ideally want to just be like pretty close to top. You don't have to be all the way top, but so let's go ahead and do this. We'll just try and kill the Whiplump. Whiplump? Erect him. If we get lucky, these guys can evolve too, based on the evolutions are based on a certain amount of, I'm trying to think here. The evolutions are based on a certain amount of levels that Temtem has gained playing with you specifically, not the level that it was or anything like that. It's specifically with, it has to have gained 15 levels with you, and then that's when it will evolve. Nice, okay, that was pretty good. So, oof. Killed Fergie. I'll go ahead and let's grab Taquito. Should be enough. I think this guy is weak to nature. Nice. Weak enough. Now I'm going to go full wind attack on this guy. I don't think he's wind. Let's cross our fingers. Nice. He's not. Ooh, so close. Oh, nice. So we leveled up their photosynthesis. Nature Temtem are unique in their use of pan sunlight to nourish themselves and recover 50% of their stamina. Okay. I'm down with that. We don't have, this guy doesn't really have too many stamina intensive moves yet, but you might unlock, oh, Blizzard. We unlock two things at the same time. 120 damage. That's pretty massive. I never used those other two abilities, so we'll swap those out. Nice. That was pretty big. We got a grunt uniform. One thing is you kind of have to pay attention to the quests in this thing because otherwise the map doesn't usually show it very well. I'm just gonna make sure that the music volume is down because I don't know if it's conflicting with what mine is. See, like this quest system, like I didn't really read that, and so I don't know exactly where we're supposed to go. Also, let's revive. We'll heal her up a little. This is the live version, right? Yeah, yeah. This is, like, I bought this off of Steam. So we'll see. Let's go. This is probably a trainer that's going to try and fight me. We just ran into a random Pokemon here, or Temtem. Oh, nice. Okay, so I haven't caught one of these yet. So we can actually, they're level 16. I don't want to, trying to think. I don't want to like kill them all the way. We'll try and catch them. A lot of times you'll have to use, yeah, see, I thought that might happen. These guys are kind of lower level, so I don't want them to. Okay, if we do kick should be okay. Kick is like my weakest attack. So I'll usually do that like once or twice to try and like kind of get them a little lower health. Oh, nice. We got it on the second cast. Banapee. So this guy's got shitty stats. These are all bad. You don't want any of them to be like red and, or you don't want all of them to be red and orange. Fire Temtem increases attack by 8% for each turn. The Temtem, that's pretty cool. I haven't caught any of these yet, so this is a new one. I'm not sure what that thing evolves into. Yeah, so this is a trainer. Okay, we're gonna try and take out this guy here because I'm weak against this guy, and let's try and at least get one of their characters off the map. Trying to think here. We'll do this. We'll do hypnosis. And then I'm also going to boomerang here first. Boomerang will come out first because it's a faster attack. Then I'll be able to hypnotize on the second attack here. And then the passive that I have on this Fergie character lets me attack them and it doesn't break sleep. So in this situation, I can do this like Psy Surge thing here. Do we not have any? Yeah, we have this. And I'm going to heal with my other turn since this guy doesn't do that much damage. So you'll see it did a ton of damage there, and the guy still slept. He still can't do anything. We'll kick, and we'll boomerang. Should be enough to finish him off. Nice. $33. Getting up there. This guy's supposed to level soon. Or to evolve soon. I think this Banapy guy is the same thing that I have as the image on the thumbnail. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to kick. And that's it. We're just going to throw Tem cards and just try and catch them, because any of the abilities on my characters I think is going to like one-shot them. These guys hit pretty hard. I mean, I'm also weak to their... Jesus Christ. Nice. Okay, better. He's got the same trait. Speed at 45. Which is okay, but still none of them are 50, so it's not really like that ideal. There's another component to this game that I haven't really done it all yet, but you can also supposedly you catch the Temtems, and then whichever ones you don't end up like using or whatever, you can set them back out in the wild. And I'm trying to think of what, pull this guy out. And when you set them back out in the wild, and you get either like gold or you get, I'm not sure what you get yet. I haven't done that part of the game yet, but yeah, so we pull a water Temtem out here, so he can't really do anything. We're just going to keep throwing Tem cards at him. Damn, dude. I don't know if when they break more, if they break out more like this, if they're like actually a higher chance that they have better stats or not. Just like releasing them from your bank. Yep, same idea. I think you mostly get gold, but I don't know that for sure. I don't know if there's other rewards you get. try again. That was a lot. It was like 6 tries. See, and still no 50. So he's got the same trait. See, so you keep doing this, and there'll be a variations of traits usually that they can have, and then the variation on the stats. So just keep it going. Oh, my second guy's unless you're properly equipped, which means there's these, yeah, crystal skates where you can like ice skate, which I don't have. So if I go on this, it's pretty likely that I die, or I just go and I have to come straight back. So we need the crystal skates to go to that next part, which I haven't done yet. See if there is a trainer over here. So these are both fire type. So I'm gonna go ahead and use water on these guys. This thing gets fucked up by the fire. Oh, you know what? Our we'll sub out our Taquito got that blizzard ability. So we'll kill off. I really like the art style in this game. I don't know how well the quality like translates over, but on my monitor it looks, I really like it. It's interesting. So this is gonna, I might die if he attacks me first. Yeah, he did. Damn, we didn't even get to see that cool blizzard attack. Unfortunately, most of my guys are earth, like, or nature, whatever you call it. So they're not very good as far as resistance go against these fire guys. There's a lot of fire guys in this newer area, new zone. Have to play some of our water guys. Nice. Nesla leveled up. See what we find out here. I want to catch one of these guys and try and get one of them to have like a 50 attribute. If we can, to have one to kind of level up in our squad. And also, I think there's going to be a lot of fire Temtem in this next portion of content, so it might be good to level up a couple water guys. So we'll split the baby here and see if it kills either or both of them. So the other thing that's really strong is I have you can see here it says Nestle's Lure. I have an item on this character that prompts the mobs to attack this character out in open world. It doesn't work for trainer battles, but it works out like when you're fighting the random mobs. So it's really strong with this setup because the fact that that's a water Temtem, and a lot of these are, oh, so cool. We got a new thing. Damage done by fire techniques is increased by 15%. It's really good. Still got crap stats though. So throw that in the Tem deck. Why didn't my other... It didn't throw out my second card there. That's kind of fucked up. Ooh, dude, so close. So we have 15. This only has 7 on the fertility, which is kind of whatever. But at least we have good HP and good attack. So this isn't optimal, but this wouldn't be bad if I started like leveling this one. At least it has some, the major stats are decently high up there. Okay, let's hopefully we don't get into like too many fights here because I need to heal. Oh, can I even run back this way? Wait, how do I get back up there? Do I have to go? Well, oh shit. Oh no. I think I'm screwed here. I think literally like all my guys are dead. He's got 4 guys. Let's try this. If I can get this chain lightning off, I'll be okay because it'll heal me. That was huge. So it heals my character and they were weak to it. So that was massive. I think actually we can beat that with these 2. Nice, level 20. So this Barnshee is actually a relatively rare Temtem. It's like a 5% spawn chance. Okay. That was weak. Oh shit. I just healed him with the chain lightning. Oh no, he just one-shot me. I'm gonna heal here. Having to fight these trainers with like literally no health is actually good practice because it makes you really like make sure you know what the hell's going on. So we should be able to kill this guy with water. Ooh. Oh my goodness, we one-shot it. Alright, we have no more stamina though. We'll go for it here. I'm just gonna go ahead and pass this turn. I'll regenerate up enough stamina. Oh, he used Chain Lightning on me. And then ran himself out of stamina. Let's go. Nice. You did not speak too soon. We had that all along. Okay, so then there's these little boxes also all over the world that are like little items. Nice. So we're actually going to use an item here to teleport back called Smoke Bomb. And that teleports us back, and then we talk to this thing, and then I'll heal up all of our Temtem at the same time. Now, this is the healing one, this bigger one, and then you can go over here, and this is kind of like your bank of all the different things that you've captured. And some of these are pretty cool, but like this one, for example, Pukey, this one I caught has 50 special attack and has increased water damage. So this, for example, might be actually a pretty good option for me to have out for like going into any content that's going to be like fire mobs. This one doesn't really do anything. I've caught these, but these abilities are kind of crap. And at least he's got a couple good water attacks. So maybe we'll do that. Let's swap out Spreal. With that one, yeah. But see, there's like all different kinds. Then the other thing is like, so here's the Tempedia. So you can see which of these I've captured or encountered. If I've encountered them and haven't captured them, all of the stats and stuff are just question marks, but at least you can see what they are. And then if I've captured them, you can see it shows you what the base stats are. Whether they're relatively fast, relatively defensive, what different traits they can have, things like that. So right now, it looks like there's 141 total. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this guy up in the front. So I think we can level him quick because if he's up in the front, I'm trying to think of like where I go from here. Like I can't get through. I can't get past this. I wonder if we can slide this way though, straight through this one and come around. That's probably a thing. I probably didn't even need to run all the way back. That didn't hit him very hard. Go heal in a Pokemon Center? I healed already. All my guys are healed up. Trying to just think of what's gonna do the. Oh shit, that's not gonna do anything. So you don't need to recharge PP like Pokemon through the Poke Center. I don't know what PP stands for. So I'm not sure, to be honest. But if you get in a fight like that early, you just come up and heal him back up. I'm gonna run away from this one. Oh, both attempts fail. See, because if I'm against these nature guys, my water guys get messed up. Why is it not letting me run away? This is annoying me. See what happens? You try and level up a little guy, and the little guy just gets wrecked. PP is the number of charges you have per move. Oh yeah, so it runs out if you use it too much. Yeah, so basically that doesn't exist in this game. There's the stamina, but the stamina refreshes. The stamina is fight by fight. And it recharges during the fight, and there's consumables you can use to regain stamina as well. So it's like just like similar like a mana bar or whatever. I did play Pokemon, but I played Pokemon like 20 years ago. How long ago is like the original Pokemon? It's so long ago. But this blue bar on all the Temtems you're trying to look is that's your stamina, and that's like what you're managing. And then that little number on the right side of the abilities is the stamina cost. That guy's revived. I need to have someone a little bit higher level. We can try, let's try this. Stop trying to not sound like the boomer you are. Touche. Touche, touche. I'll see, I think this is a gym that we can get to on this other side. Try and run over there, then I'm probably going to hop off for the night. But so far this game has been a lot of fun. I'm really eager to get through the full story mode and kind of unlock all the different areas. What do you think these guys are all doing? And get through all the different areas and just kind of see what options there are, because I think there's components of this, like the whole breeding aspect, and there's different like the different zones I haven't seen yet and all that kind of stuff. I could see being pretty enjoyable content. So I think somewhere over here is where I'm going to be able to get those skates. Oh, see, it won't let me. I can't run it a diagonal. So I teleported back and I literally could have just come here and healed up. One thing is when you're doing that, when you put your cards in there, you literally can't click anything else in the game. It's not a big deal, but it's a little annoying. And then this guy here, these guys will sell you different stuff. Buy another smoke bomb. Is there any way you think I can get that? Oh, do we do it? Hey, what's up? Whoop, whoop. Weakener Pomelo. One of the main exports from the blah 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 subtracts 20 STV or 20 TV. So I still don't totally understand. The TV is another. It's like training points versus the points you get from leveling. But I haven't dealt with those much, so I'm not sure exactly the significance of those. Nice. Okay, so the map uncovers. So it looks like we can finagle our way back this way, and it'll probably be a pain. Let's go see what's in this door over here. Gonna be a trainer. But what do you guys think? I mean, I can see the PvP being fun and like enjoyable once this game kind of gets up and running, because you can see with how many just combinations of the I've only captured like 20 of the 140 that are currently in the game. And then you like incorporate the breeding and all the different synergies, and like once they're max level and they know all the abilities and are fully evolved and all that stuff, there's, I feel like, so much to this game where it would actually be pretty fun from a PvP perspective, kind of like turn-based RTS type vibe. I can see it being a really good like stream game and really like, popular for just like kind of the esports aspect and stuff. Maybe not, but I mean, I'm enjoying playing it, and I feel like it would be a relatively enjoyable game to watch if people are actually competing or like playing it at a, you know, competitive level. Jesus. Some of the animations are really cool too. I really like some of the spell animations are pretty entertaining. One shot. So I'm gonna heal this guy just a little. As a little cheap heal. I wonder what's in this room. I'm glad. I'll give it another look-see. But I most likely won't play till spring break. Yeah. The thing that is cool is it's the fact that it is turn-based is it's like there's not really any rush on any of it, because it's like a relatively slow game. Oh my god, dude. Just one-shot him. But yeah, no, I feel you. It's a relatively complicated game. There's a lot of intricacies between all the different, you know, families and temtems and items and all that stuff. Should one-shot him here. Nice. Easy, easy. Oh, cool. Oh, no, is this... Oh, 5 Tem cards. Oh, this is just an exit. Damn it. What the fuck is this thing? Volor? I haven't seen that one yet. I'm actually going to swap him out for the water guy. Because even if I heal him up, he's going to get wrecked again. It's just so much damage. You can see though I got my stamina drain off on him and he's just completely out of stamina now. Supposedly this is playable too with the controller pretty easily, and it's supposed to be out on like Xbox and PS4. Which I think, I mean, assuming it comes out on those platforms, I don't see why it couldn't be cross-platform, because it's not like a FPS game or something where you're gonna have some kind of like distinct advantage, you know? What do we get? Oh, fuck yeah. Little tiger thing is dope. Let's just try and catch it. There's these 10 plus cards, but I don't know if it's worth it on these kinds of situations. Where they supposedly have a higher chance of capturing, but hey, there it is. What's up with it? Special attack and special defense, 41 and 44. It's not bad. When attacked, reduces damage taken by 50% if both allies are part of the same evolutionary line. Okay, so let's look. There's a website that I was using. This is pretty cool. So go over there. So this is the Temtem wiki. So if there are 3 versions of this, right? And I could have basically any combination of the 3 and this passive will be active where it's going to take 50% reduced damage. Which is pretty cool. And it's also really good when like this scratch is a neutral type, then this sand splatter is an earth type, and then this is a fire type. Like you have variations of their attacks so that no matter what you go up against, you have options. It's pretty cool. I might throw that thing in my arsenal, my squad. So this will level up after 15 levels. That's kind of a lot, because if that one's level 21, that means I have to get it level 36. Requires leveling up 25 more times. That's 40 times. How do you even do that? Like, that means you'd have to get a level like 5 of this guy. Maybe you have to just catch this guy out in the wild. So the gotta weaken it thing, I thought that was the case too, and I tried it a few different ways, and it didn't seem noticeably easier catching anything after attacking it. Maybe there is some, maybe that does work like that some way, but there's been times where I've gotten something really low and it's broken out like 4 times as well. I think it's, honestly, I think it's more so a fact of like the level of the opponent more so than anything else. I don't have any low health. Let's do strangle. Jesus. Nice. No, Fergie. Oh, that didn't do anything. Jesus. It was one shot my guy there. This might kill this thing. I think it will. Oh, it goes all the way up and over. Damn. Damn, dude. Fuck. These guys are like immune to my shit. Let's just see what this blizzard ability looks like. Oh, we killed him. I'm curious what this blizzard ability looks like though. Usually the ones that are like the multiple turn moves have really cool animations. Body, dude, we wrecked him. Well, we can do one more fight and then I'm gonna revive all my guys. It revives them all at one time, so I can do one more fight, I think, with these guys. Oh, dude, I don't have one of these either. I don't think. Okay, they're weakened. Jesus, they're gonna kill my dude. Okay, let's try this. They're basically almost the same level and the exact same health. I'm gonna use a plus card on this one, and we're gonna use a not plus card on this one. This is the plus card. First time. Oh, dude, this thing has electric synthesis? That's so fucking good. Electric synthesis is the trait that makes it so if they get hit with electric damage, they heal. So it makes them very, very good. So both of them got caught on the first time. And neither of them have a 40. So let's we'll heal. Heal all our boys back up to full. I'm gonna swap. Let's put the big guns in first. I was assuming this is a trainer, but it wasn't. Is there a trainer over here? Nope. Genki does a lot of damage. It's kind of a squishy character, but it hits really hard. Yeah, they both have that trait. I think I'll probably try and level one of those. I really like that trait a lot. It's very, very good. And it's good if you're running with any kind of characters that have the chain lightning, because one hit of the chain lightning is going to hit you. And if you have multiple characters with that heal aspect of it, it actually could be really strong if you use it strategically. I think it'll one-shot this guy, maybe not though. Yeah. Damn, dude. Just wrecked him. Our thing is like the psychic character is like so has to be so close to leveling. Let's see what we find in this little brush patch. This game goes perfectly with like lo-fi music. Lo-fi? But I'm hoping if we can get level 34, that this chick will evolve. I thought she was gonna evolve like 3 levels ago. Oh my god, so fucking close. Just click through all the chat. What the fuck is that thing? Volvir. Am I like susceptible to psychic? Oh. Humiliating slap. Huh. Maybe let's try it. Swap it out for... Oh! She's evolving! She's evolving! She's evolving! It's happening! It's happening! Hey, what's up with it? Tentol! Let's go! Bah! I knew it was close. I knew it was coming. It's pretty epic though. They evolve like mid-fight. That's fucking badass. Look at that thing. Bah! Oh, one shot on this thing for sure. The thing's super weak to mental. Bah! Don't you know it just evolved, dude? Come on. Scunch, get out of here. Bah, dude, we just fucking slammed Hocus straight as like a pile drive. It's pretty badass. See, now it's like the new avatar that like floats around with me. It's pretty sick. It's a cool looking Evo. It just looks like Pokemon anime. Yeah, I mean, it does kind of look like that. It's kind of like this combination, right? So trying to think here. So if we do humiliating slap, that'll kill that for sure. This thing might fuck us up. Oh, do we almost one-shot it? Oh, dude, 1 health? Well, boomerang. Damn, dude. No damage from that. Holy shit, that thing wrecked them. That did not wreck them. It's reduced damage, but it should be enough. Yeah, nice. Well played, well played. Oh fuck, we didn't heal. We didn't heal our big guy. I don't know what type this is, the one that I'm fighting, so I'm not sure what to use against it. Electric. Okay, blizzard. Wind did not work, so yeah, let's try nature. This is the first time I haven't seen this blizzard ability yet. Let's see what it... That's pretty fucking sick, dude. Wasn't super effective, but... Boomerang's a fast attack, so we'll just get it off so that we hit him before he hits us. Okay. Okay, okay. Was this one 70? Let's see if we find anything here. I think that's another trainer down there by that tree. Can we wombo? Wombo combo? Come on, flower guy. Ah, see ya. Oh, it's not a trainer. This is just a mopey guy. What's up, mopey guy? Oh. Borrow his hook. Everyone's out of these fucking skates. Well, we came, we saw, we conquered. I didn't want to catch it. That last one? No, I have that last one already. I actually have it in my squad right here. This one. See, mine now has a special attack 50. I already have one of these. I'm going to hop off though, guys. I am going to call it a night. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Moonkin Temtem activities. But thanks for kicking it, guys. Have a good night. I will be streaming tomorrow. I'll stream our raid tomorrow for an hour and a half, 2 hours there. And I'll be around this weekend and stuff. So thanks for coming to hang out, guys. I will catch you guys mañana. See you guys.